Today I'm going to tell you a story. It's very sad, but then it has some happy moments. No one had seen the dad dance like he did before. He's not quite the best dancer, but that day they enjoyed in one of the best vacation areas in East and Central Africa. You know, where there is palm trees, there's a breeze, there's ocean. That's where she was going to work. But what excuse could she give the community? What excuse could she give her parents who knew she has found an opportunity of a lifetime? Therapy went so well until her therapist told her, "You've become useless to me. Now that you have come this far, for about 2 years, please go out and tell others what you have learned and help them become well." Let's see how this story would end. Hello Jasiris, hello brave ones, welcome to the Jasiri Warriors YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you a story. It's very sad, but then it has some happy moments. Let's see how this story would end. There's this girl. She was graduating from a construction course. And the uncles and the aunties had been telling her, this course, you would never tarmac, like it's a marketable course. On her graduation day, she was very excited. The parents had planned for her an amazing graduation party. I mean, this day for the graduation party, no one had seen the dad dance like he did before. He's not quite the best dancer, but that day they enjoyed. You might think that that is the epitome of the joy that was in her life. But then something else happened that day. She was promised a job in one of the best vacation areas in East and Central Africa. You know, where there is palm trees, there's a breeze, there's ocean. That's where she was going to work. Can anything get worse at this point in her life? She was very excited because who would want to tarmac after graduating? So she packed up her bags, she said goodbye to her parents, she said goodbye to her boyfriend who they were planning on getting married, and then she went to this place and started working. She enjoyed some days of working, but she didn't know that she would meet the person who had assaulted her as a child. And this person made a comment, and this comment did not leave her devastated, but it left her broken, like the 6-year-old girl who was assaulted. This comment had no remorse. This comment had no pain to show from the perpetrator. She was filled with so much sadness, and she wanted to leave this beautiful town so that she can find her peace. But what excuse could she give the community? What excuse could she give her parents who knew she has found an opportunity of a lifetime? So she called her dad, and then she said she had found an opportunity back at home that was paying much better. And she knew it would be a chance for her to find freedom. Well, her sister came for her for that time. Her sister knew this is a vacation place, so she came dressed up for a vacation. And she helped her pack her things, and then they went. The good thing, she really had applied. She wasn't lying. She really had applied for this particular job, and it was amazing. It was one of the best architectural firms in the country. So here she is in an amazing relationship, in an amazing job, but with depression. She thought that she would leave depression in the other town, but she had carried it along at home. Every day was such a pain, no matter the love she got. Every day she would wake up and regret why she's living. Every day she would wake up and cry and wipe her tears and go to work. But one time she decided, enough is enough. She said that she cannot live life the same. You see, prior to this moment, she was already taking antidepressants for 4 years. She had collapsed in school and she was admitted. During this admission at hospital for about 1 month, they found out that she has anxiety and depression that was quite severe. As if that wasn't enough, she was also struggling with epileptic seizures. This girl had decided enough is enough. So she sought for help. She sought for counselors. Then COVID hit. And she was very excited. For people with depression, they love the isolation. And COVID had provided a good environment for her just to recede and become isolated. But because she had made a decision, she decided that she would take that moment to work on this monster that has been chasing her for years. The monster of depression, the monster of anxiety. She went ahead and luckily she found a therapist. And they started doing therapy online. But she also had a lot of questions about God. She would ask questions like, how come one can be a Christian and get depressed? She used to struggle with self-harm and ask herself, am I a sinner because I have done self-harm? She had so many self-esteem issues and she was asking herself, does God really love me? Am I worthy? So in as much as she did clinical therapy, she had so many questions about her existence and all these things that she has been taught in high school. Why does she go through pain time and time again? Because this wasn't the first person who had assaulted her when she was young. So she asked the Christian-based therapist, why does a Christian go through depression? Why does a Christian go through all of these things? Yet she believes. And this lady was very patient. There were two therapists in the room, as much as it was a Zoom room. Everything was being done online. People were struggling in their homes because it was COVID time. Like there was a full lockdown and things were difficult. But she was very determined. She would go on TikTok and research on healing. She would research on mental health because this is something that was very foreign for her. Never in her lifetime would she think that she would be in this position right now. So the therapist took her through therapy. The Christian-based therapy took her through therapy, and she had such a fantastic time. But it was also difficult. There are some assignments which were very hard. She was told to do 60 days of gratitude. The therapist normally doesn't tell you should do this, but the therapist just talked about the beauty of gratitude. And she started her gratitude challenge. She would write love letters to herself. In the morning, in the evening, she would write gratitude things. She would be grateful for things as simple as socks because her feet were getting very, very cold. Therapy went so well until her therapist told her, "You've become useless to me." But it was in a good way because the point that she had gotten, the therapist felt like she was coming to tell her stories on how she learned to create boundaries, to speak up for herself, to take care of her mind. And she told her, now that you have come this far, for about 2 years, please go out and tell others what you have learned and help them become well, just like you have become. By this time, she had stopped taking medication. The psychiatrist had weaned off the medication after a total of 5 years. Can you imagine? And this girl is me, Yvonne Wanjiru Kihumba. And that is how Jasiri Warriors started. The place where I would like to spread mental wellness. Will you join me on this journey? Karibu sana Jasiri. Remember to stay Jasiri and stay brave. God bless you. Bye.